a translator. Hey, Jack. If Batman v Superman isn't good or not successful, what direction should the DC cinematic universe go?
Do they need a DC cinematic universe? Will the world collapse if the DC doesn't have a cinematic universe?
You know, something they could do.
We'll never know what happens with Aquaman. Here's the thing with DC.
Rich will never know what happens to Aquaman. Is he going to swim?
I know.
Is he going to talk to the fishes?
We'll never know.
We'll never know. Sorry.
Except for...
That sentence was the most absurd thing I've ever heard.
Yes, I know.
And I loved it.
Except for Superman and Batman,
Yeah.
all of DC's characters are fucking lame. They wonder why like, in the comic books, DC lags in sales behind Marvel. Maybe it's because your characters are really lame.
Yeah.
Let's go. What are the Flashes? What is Rogue's Gallery? What are they looking like?
Captain Cold.
Turtle Man? Boomerang guy?
Don't forget about his arch nemesis, the Reverse Flash.
That's some creativity.
Or his arch nemesis from Earth 2, Zoom.
Who is Reverse Flash? Isn't he?
Actually, it was just revealed who Zoom was, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's watching The Flash. But he's a speedster. Yeah, he's a speedster. Don't forget about Captain Boomerang.
Mirror Master.
The Mirror Master.
Turtle Man.
There's Turtle.
Who was too slow. Flash couldn't handle it.
The Trickster.
Joker Light. Diet Joker. Diet Joker.
King Shark. These are the only people from the show.
There's your problem, DC. There's your problem. That's why you're leaning on Batman like a crutch for life support.
Yeah. Yep. And I wanted to say that DC has better villains. No, Batman has good villains.
Yeah, Batman has better villains.
The Flash is a one-note hero. He's got one thing that's very specific to him being a hero. And for some reason, like they want to give each of his villains like a gimmick that will like undo his super speed. Where it's just like Superman has some decent villains, I feel. But it's like Superman's also fast and can fly and shit. They don't necessarily like try to like Turtle Man. Like, oh, I can make things go really slow, so I make the Flash really. So Flash has to go faster.
Because super speed, Flash powers are be like the most OP thing in the world.
Of course,
he can't have a villain.
This is the problem.
He's faster than like light.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't counter that.
He travels like 1,000 miles per hour in the blink of an eye. Yeah.
Maybe the Flash versus the Juggernaut, whose whole thing is being, invincible.
No, you know what? Not the Juggernaut.
The immovable object.
The Blob. The Blob is the immovable object.
Okay, yeah.
The Blob.
Either or.
Well, the Juggernaut's just really strong. Like, he's not immovable. The Blob's whole thing is he creates artificial gravity around himself, so he literally cannot be moved. Mm-hmm. And so, like, that would be a fun pair-up, the Flash versus the Blob. Nothing can stop the Blob.
Gorilla Grodd.
Gorilla Grodd.
There's something comical about a talking gorilla, but can you ever take that seriously?
Nope.
Ever.
Nope. And you know where that really doesn't work? Is with shitty CG. Like, Gorilla Grodd can work in an animated universe or in a comic book universe where everyone's drawn. Mm-hmm. You can make that work. And he, like, his whole thing is he's super smart and has gorilla strength, right? Yeah. And that's what makes him diabolical. Like, okay, that's fine. We can be with that. But when you start going with live action stuff, those kinds of villains look ridiculous.
I believe the story is, once upon a time, there was a cover on a DC comic that sold unusually well.
Yeah.
And there's just a gorilla on the cover. So that became like a running thing, gorillas. You got Gorilla Grodd.
Grodd.
There's Grodd. I'm always gonna call it Grodd because I only saw it in print for many, many years. Who else is there? There's another one like an ape with like psychic powers. move things with his mind, I think. I forget what he's called. There's a kryptonite. There's an ape that has like kryptonite I-beams that fights Superman.
Sure.
Titano? But there's a whole series of ape things because a cover with an ape on it sold really well once.
It's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Here's the thing is I enjoy the Flash show. It's getting a little ridiculous with all this Earth 2 stuff. And I started watching the Flash show because it was very Spider-Man like. He was just a nerdy kid, and he happened to get these powers, and he was learning to use these powers, but he wasn't like super fast yet, and so he could still be like bested. You know, he got bested by a guy with a gun. You're faster than a gun, man. How can you get defeated by a guy with a cold gun? Anyway, and as the series has gone on, like now they're in Earth 2 weirdness, and it's getting a little too out there. But now I'm already locked into the characters. You know, I'm locked into the soap opera. Same with the Arrow. Perhaps DC needs to back away from the cinematic universe and just try to dominate television. Batman as a Daredevil-esque gritty show going after the mob, right? That could be fun. Batman as an actual detective show would be awesome. Small, think small. Think gritty. Now you got your Batman.
If you try to do it too down to earth and gritty and realistic, though, then it becomes silly that you have a man dressed like a bat. At that point, you would have to just make him like a regular detective, and then why even bother?
Yeah.
So you need some you need some amount of schlock to make Batman work.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I think Batman would work really well as a TV show.
And they called it Batman the Animated Series.
They called it Batman the Animated Series, and it was great. And you know what else was great? Superman the Animated Series. The Adventures of Superman. That was awesome. That was a great show. I don't think you can do...
You put Batman in a world that's too real, and he's just utterly ridiculous. He needs to be in a somewhat stylized world. Can you imagine Batman just walking in this room? Batman.
Why are you dressed like that? To strike fear.
I punch crooks in the face.
Don't
you get shot?
I strike fear into
a ninja. I'm also a ninja.
What? No, and I did see that comment. The other thing I do like about The Flash is they are not afraid to have a little fun with the series. It's a fun show. I enjoy The Flash overall. I've said that many times. The Flash is not a guilty pleasure like The Arrow is. The Arrow, I should not enjoy The Arrow.
Villain for villain, how much better is the Marvel Universe?
Oh my god. I mean, it's so much better. Whose heroes do we want to contrast and compare? Who's villains?
In general. in general. DC's got, other than the Batman's Rogue Gallery, so you definitely give DC the Joker, Two-Face.
Well, but I mean, like Two-Face is a gangster.
He's a gangster, but just as far as being an interesting villain.
Sure, okay, he's a good character. You're right. He's a good character. You know what? I've always enjoyed Clayface.
Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul?
Yeah.
Raj? Is it Raj or Raz?
There's been a debate for many years.
Raj is great. The whole League of Assassins thing.
Yeah.
Fun thing. Overused a little too much. But hey, it's fun.
But outside of Batman.
Okay, outside of Batman.
Darkseid. Who's like a shitty Thanos. I know Darkseid came first, but
yeah.
Darkseid, he sits around a lot.
Yeah.
No, I'm big and tough. I'm going to do something important one of these days. And he doesn't really accomplish anything ever.
No.
Thanos is like taken over the Marvel Universe like a couple times.
Never quite sticks, but he's getting there.
Darkseid likes to talk shit. He doesn't do jack shit.
Yeah, is it Darkseid?
Seed. I don't give a shit.
SEID. I think
it's actually supposed to be side though, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Thanos does dark side postures.
Yes, that is correct. I do like I like the idea of Brainiac.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's some fun
Which
in there.
version?
Superman the animated series version, where Brainiac was like the computer collecting all of the last species, and then he would like destroy planets, so he would collect the last species.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's a fun, interesting, spacey villain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's a computer, so all he has is cold logic, and I thought that was a fun villain.
Outside of Batman, I can think of Darkseid, who I don't even like that much,
Yeah.
and Lex Luthor.
Yeah, and Lex, what does he even do? I don't even know.
Evil genius, or depending on what era you're talking about, evil corporate guy.
Right.
Evil corporate guy is probably more fun, but
Yeah.
I think Kingpin was evil corporate guy before Lex Luthor was.
Probably.
Evil bald corporate guy. I think Kingpin was evil bald corporate guy when Lex Luthor was still evil scientist.
Who else do they have?
I don't fucking know. Black Manta, the Aquaman villain, who's just got like a giant black dome on his head.
That's right.
Wonder Woman's got like a Chitara. What's her name? She wears like a leopard suit.
Wonder Woman has
It's like
nothing.
Catwoman as a leopard is Wonder Woman's villain.
Wonder Woman has mythological gods, and I hate Wonder Woman.
Bizarro.
Savandro.
Chat's bringing up Bizarro.
Oh, Bizarro. Bizarro's interesting. I like Bizarro because he wants to be a hero, but he's just dumb. It's great. Bizarro's great. Wait, hold on. So, Savadro says, I didn't know they've made Stephen King's 11/22/63 into a show until you mentioned it, and now I'm watching it and enjoying it, so thanks. You think the past gave you cancer, LOL. Also, LOL, fuck my cock. Yes, that 11/22/63 is a fantastic show. Hulu original, based off of Stephen King, produced by Stephen King and J.J. Abrams, starring Dave Franco. Great show.
Chat is bringing up Sinestro. And I'm discounting Scarecrow because we're not talking about Batman villain. We're definitely giving DC Batman.
Yeah.
Batman villains knock it out of the park. Yes. Talking about anything other than Batman.
Yeah.
Chat's bringing up Sinestro.
Who is Sinestro?
Evil Green Lantern with a yellow ring instead of a green ring. And he's purple.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
With like a French kind of
He's got like the pencil mustache.
The pencil mustache and the widow's peak.
Green Lantern. Oh, yeah, because by the way,
Slightly large head.
the Green Lantern, in Green Lantern canon, the only thing that can counteract the power of the Lantern's green ring is
Some
the
versions
color,
of Green Lantern, yes.
the color yellow.
Yes.
That is lame as hell. That is lame as hell that, like, if you just have the color yellow, the Green Lantern can't touch you.
Vandal Savage. Nobody knows who the fuck Vandal Savage is.
Vandal Savage.
He's made about as many waves as a pebble.
I only know him. He's like one of the main villains in the Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, DC television universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
What a boring character. So his whole thing was he was in love with an Egyptian priestess, and then they cursed each other, and the Egyptian priestess turned out to be Hawk Girl. And now they both are eternal beings who have to kill each other. Mm-hmm. And Hawk Girl never kills him, and he always kills Hawk Girl. And it's dumb. And he wants to take over the world, but his only power is like magic, and he's immortal. Unless Hawk Girl kills him. Hawk Girl's the only one that can kill him.
Okay.
It's dumb. He's boring.
Marvel villains. We discounted Batman villains. Let's discount Spider-Man villains.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, let's discount Spider-Man villains.
Oh.
Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom.
Thanos. Galactus.
Thanos, you know what? I don't care about Thanos.
He's one of my favorite Marvel characters.
I know he is. You know me, I don't much care about space.
Yeah. Magneto.
Magneto is a wonderfully complex villain. Mr. Sinister.
Yeah. Ultron. Loki. Red Skull.
Just from the cinematic universe. Yeah. Like you mentioned before, Juggernaut. Juggernaut Juggernaut is one of the neatest X-Men villains because he is not a mutant. He gets his power from magic, and he's just, the whiny little brat. He's great. He's great. In fact, or what are the ugly mutants from the sewers?
The Morlocks?
The Morlocks.
Are they villains?
I mean, they're not. I think they're kind of neutral, but I think they've been villains because they don't follow any allegiance.
Would you consider the Sentinels a cool villain?
Big
Giant
robots.
They're just kind of silly.
No, I'm okay with big giant robots.
Okay.
They are less of a villain than they are fodder, but I enjoy them because they're fodder.
The Skrulls are just always kind of neat to me. They're weird.
The Skrulls?
Yeah, they got a neat look to them. Yeah. Kind of goofy ass chin. It's a goofy ass chin, yes.
It is a goofy ass chin. You are correct. I'm going to put this out there, and this might be controversial, but I like Hydra as a villain.
Yeah.
Just as this never-ending organization of world domination.
Is there any real difference though between Hydra and AIM? Is there a redundancy in Marvel evil organizations?
No, AIM is DC.
No, they're both Marvel.
No, you know what I'm thinking of? Hive.
Oh, I've never even heard of Hive.
Hive is DC.
Hive is such an effective villain. I've never heard of them.
AIM is greater than Hive. Well, look, all I'm saying, I actually don't. Maybe I don't know what AIM is. Skrillex is a great villain.
And that's off the top of my head. Those are all things I would consider cool, interesting Marvel villains.
Yeah.
Discounting Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery.
Because we discounted Batman's. Spider-Man's and Batman's cancel each other.
I think they both have about really, really good Rogues Galleries.
Sure.
Unusually good.
Sure. I can be with you.
Yeah.
I can be with you there. Yeah. You know what? And it's usually...
Everyone's saying Bullseye. I've never been a huge Daredevil guy, so I can't say, but... Okay, Bullseye. I don't know that much about, so...
even if you just go off of the movies, or the comics that everybody's read, he's fun. He's fine. Oh, pardon me. He's fine. I think, and maybe this is just because I've read more Marvel than I have DC, but I've always felt like they've done a better job of multifaceted villains.
Chat saying Kingpin. Debatable whether or not you want to call him part of Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery. He did debut in Spider-Man before he was a Daredevil villain.
Before he was a Daredevil. Yeah. But,
he's kind of migrated. I'll grant you that.
He's world villain. Maybe we can move him to world.
Mostly Daredevil at this point, though.
Is he?
I'd say so.
Oh, sure. The point is villains with a history, villains with more of a backstory than I'm angry because
I'm going to attack a man who can run faster than the speed of light with a boomerang. More interesting than that?
I mean, well, but I'm sure there's a boomerang story where he's like, my father tried to kill me with a boomerang, so now I use the boomerang.
Oh God, I got punched in the face. I didn't even see it. Oh, it happened again.
Oh, and I'm in jail.
I gotta throw my boomerang. Ow, he keeps hitting me in the face.
How did I get in jail? Did someone move me into jail at superhuman speed? That's so weird. Shit. I'm a bad villain. I'll tell you that. Oh, someone really fast must have picked me up and ran me to jail. Lost in Technicolor. Rich, random question about the Abyss.
Yeah.
What? Did you talk about the Abyss recently?
Not that I can remember.
Weird. Do you refuse to watch the original theatrical cut over the superior director's cut? They ripped so much out of the original cut that it barely makes sense.
It's first I've even heard about huge differences between theatrical cuts and not, so...
We can all agree that the Abyss is great.
I remember liking it.
Yeah. Keep moving. Keep walking.
Okay.
Keep walking. Keep moving. Deebus is great.
Look, I know you're trying to get arty game. I really just want to shoot at red guys. That's my only real interest now is shooting at guys.
Also, Joji says, "Hey guys, what comics have you been reading? Highly recommend Mighty Thor, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and The Vision. I've heard great things about the new Vision comic. Vision created a wife and family for himself in the new comics.
Jack, the game is ruining itself by getting arty.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rich.
Ooh, nice.
I've heard great things about that Vision comic. I have not read it. I'm still reading. I'm reading Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I'm enjoying highly. Thank you, Freddie Williams III. I'm also reading Miss Marvel, Batgirl, the new Batgirl Burnside Batgirl. And I've been trying to just catch up with the Marvel universe in general. And so I tried a little bit of Miles Morales Spider-Man, but I got lost when they shifted continuity. So I don't know where to start reading anymore because Marvel decided it would be a really good idea to...
Because Marvel decided to start making all of the mistakes that DC has been making.
Yeah, and let's just reboot the universe every couple of months. See what happens.
People really love it when DC reboots everything every 4 weeks. Maybe DC's just thinking, maybe we can make Captain Cold cool this time.
Captain Cold will never be cool, even when he's played by Wentworth Miller, who is undoubtedly a cool guy.
It'll happen. It'll finally happen.
But I really, really like Miss Marvel, the new Miss Marvel. That's by far my favorite book that I'm reading right now. I think, and mostly because she is the most like Spider-Man. A young person with new powers who's full of hope and naivety. So, she messes up a lot, and she seems like a real person who got powers.
Fuck.
So I'm really enjoying Miss Marvel. But good old Kamala Khan. And every once in a while, I'll just kind of pick up a new book. I read comics now mostly through Comixology. Because they have insane sales. And so every once in a while I'll pick up a comic for $1 here or there digitally and try to read something new, but nothing like Miss Marvel. Really enjoying Miss Marvel. I've been thinking about the Vision. I think I'm going to wait till the Vision gets to a trade, because I usually like the trades better than the individual comics. Because then you get to read the whole story, the whole arc.
Oh yeah.
I've always preferred trades. Rich loves XCOM 2 to death. Jack hates it. Leftover beefcake.
There's only extremes.
That is a bit of hyperbole. Rich does love XCOM 2 strongly.
Shit.
It's not my thing. It's not my type of game. I don't like being the commander. I don't like being far away from the action. It's just not my type of game. But I admit that it does many things right. Thank you, Oh Bother. Oh Bother wants to clarify, saying Jack doesn't hate it. He really, really hates it. Oh, you chat. I like many things about it. I think, like we talked about during our long XCOM 2 review stream, is every time I won a mission, it felt like an earned win. You know? And every time I lost, it was me that screwed up. So the game is all there. It's just not a genre I particularly enjoy. Not liking something equals hating something in our brave new digital world. Yeah, I guess. Let's see here. Anonymous. Hey, Rich and Jack. Thank you for all the great entertainment. Question for both of you. What LucasArts game would you like to see a remake and your ideal studio develops it?
I just want to... I love Grim Fandango. I don't know if it needs a remake, though. I wouldn't mind upgraded graphics. I wouldn't want them to reinvent the wheel. Mm-hmm. Maniac Mansion?
Maniac Mansion could probably use an update.
Though the original still plays just fine. I don't know if it needs it.
Well, you know what it probably needs is just a way to play it. Because don't you have to do ridiculous things to play Maniac Mansion right now?
I think they made it fairly. I think I forget what it's called. Scum VM or something like that.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty easy to use.
Well, it would be nice. It would be nice to play it, as easily as you play other games. I remember there was some fun in Maniac Mansion. I played a little bit of that. There was some fun in there. There is a Grim Fandango update. Yep.
Yeah,
they just made it.
They didn't change much.
They made it easier to play on modern platforms, which would be nice for other LucasArts games.
Which I could already do with Scum VM.
Leftover Beefcake would like to tip to apologize for the hyperbole. Thank you, Leftover Beefcake.
Too little, too late.
No, thank you. And I understand that. Like, I ended up not recommending it because it's not a game. After we were done with the review, I deleted all local content of XCOM 2 because I don't picture myself playing it again because it's not my particular like a game. I like action games. I like in XCOM 2 you're the commander, and I like being
nice 2 for
the
1
soldier. So it's fine. Everything's fine. Oh wait, sorry, hold on, I'm missing your. When was the last time that something new worked in comic book movies instead of established stuff that nerds crave?
What do you mean new? Define new.
Is there? I'm trying to think of something that comic book
like an original character. What are you talking about?
I think they mean like something that they did different in a movie that worked better than the comics. That's a good question.
Ah.
I fucking love the way they handled Daredevil in the Netflix show. How about that? And you know why I loved him better? Because he wasn't wearing that stupid outfit. God, I hope his outfit isn't stupid when the new season starts. I loved his awesome all-black, kind of quasi-realistic outfit. And I'm not looking forward to him being in the stupid horn red outfit. Bane was better in the movie? No. Well, it depends on what Bane you're talking about. Oh, that's it. Cosper's got it. Cosper, you nailed it. The way in which they handled the Mandarin in Iron Man 3 is one of the greatest things.
What was the Mandarin?
It was the best decision they could have made to change something from the comic books to the movie. Yes, Cosper gets all the points tonight. The Mandarin was great, and there we go. It is time to stand up, everybody. Stand up! Ben Kingsley was great in Iron Man 3. He was perfect in all things. Time to stop!
Iron Man 3 was great, Chad. You don't know what you're talking about.
Iron Man 3 is great! Is Chet shitting on Iron Man 3?
Someone did.
Stop shitting on Iron Man 3. It's a perfect action movie.
Wasn't in the suit enough.
He opens. In lieu of an opening action scene, the opening sequence is just him trying on the suit. It's great! He wasn't in the suit enough. It closes with him hopping into 50 different fucking suits.
Because the whole point is that he's a hero without the suit now.
That's the whole point. Literally, the
Tony Stark is Iron Man. That's how the film ends.
he makes Iron Man. Iron Man does not make him. That's the whole point. You get that awesome breaking into the complex as Tony Stark, just making gadgets out of junk. Ah, it's fucking great. Iron Man 3 is great. Every single action scene informs the character. The great thing where he has to choose between going to rescue Pepper Potts or rescuing the president, and he finds a way to do both because he's both Iron Man and Tony Stark. Ah, it's fucking great!
And I agree with that. I missed who said it, but I agree with the person in the chat. I enjoyed Iron Man 3 more than Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, me too. Not to say that I didn't like Guardians of the Galaxy,
Right.
but I definitely enjoyed Iron Man 3 more. Oh, everything in Iron Man 3 is beautiful. Is beautiful and artsy-fartsy in an action movie. The whole last action sequence of Iron Man 3, the whole thing about Iron Man is whether or not he can make it as Tony Stark without the suit, right? And what is literally happening in the last action sequence is the villain keeps tearing away his suits to reveal Tony.
Yeah.
It's
But that's stupid. It's too many suits.
it's so great. It's like it's an action visual representation of what is happening with the character. It's fucking great. It's fucking great. Jack really hates Guardians so bad.
You see me jump over that bullet? That was
You
great.
jumped over
I
a
jumped
bullet?
over a bullet.
That's kind of awesome.
No, I couldn't go left or right. I had to go over.
I do like Shane Black. I'm looking forward. Shane Black is working on the new Predator movie, and I am looking forward to it. I don't like this movie. The more Jack gets excited about it, that's fine. That's fine. Don't like it. It's perfect. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like it. I like it. What was I going to say now? It wasn't about Iron Man. Or was it about Iron Man? No, it was about Guardians. I know Rich and I felt the same about Guardians, which was it was a movie with a ton of payoff, but not a lot of setup.
A lot of fun stuff in Guardians.
There's a lot of fun stuff, but it could have used like
Felt like they came together as a team pretty quick. They didn't know each other that long.
Yeah. And it had a lot of individual really fun stuff that wasn't set up properly. That they just kind of happen. Like remember the when they were in the angel skull, and they were in those things that were indestructible.
Yeah.
And like they get in the things, and they're like, but these are just mining equipment. It's all right, they're indestructible, and they go do a fun sequence. That was a fun sequence, but it was like it would have been cooler if, as they were flying into the angel skull, we saw those things being indestructible, like a little show don't tell.
Yeah.
Would have been nice. But it was Guardians is a fun movie. Guardians is a fine movie. It's fine. Hey, Rich, says Red Letter Butt. I recently watched Gorilla Interrupted and How Not to Make a Movie.
Yeah.
What happened to Garrett? He sounds very annoying.
No idea what happened to Garrett.
From what I know, he lives in California, so we don't see him very often. Tired and Sad, Tired and Sad says, Jack, Dark Knight Rises is not a good movie, but Bane's depiction was awesome and better than the comics. Gray area. You know how I feel about Bane in that movie and his stupid voice. His stupid voice, which kind of ruins him as a character. I like the fact that, the little twists with Bane's character and Talia. But Bane in comic books had a neat thing, kind of hyper genius and brutally strong.
Yeah.
He was a good foil to Batman. But Bane's
not the best visual in the world. I think it looks kind of stupid.
I can agree with that. His WWE wrestler.
Yep.
Look. As it turns out, I'm the smartest man in the world. I just like spandex.
I just like looking like an idiot.
Hold on. Let me wear my luchador mask. I just, Jack, you do realize you have no taste, right? I do have taste. It might be bad taste, but even bad taste is taste. I just don't like the voice. I hate the voice, and I hate that movie so much that I can't. It's hard for me to separate Bane's voice from his character. Jack, please tell Rich to get good and beat this level.
Hey, you try this shit.
Jugga93, my Bane doesn't sound like Sean Connery. Bane sounded like Sean Connery in that movie. That's not my fault. That's just how he sounded. Is that true, Tiberius Kirk? The shotgun, your double-barreled shotgun fires 3 bullets? That's weird.
I don't really care.
Okay, there you go.
If I wanted realism, I wouldn't be playing a game where time slowed down every time you stopped moving.
I liked, you know what, and I'm not, I don't think, I don't blame Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's fine. He's a fine actor. I just, I know that, I blame Nolan. Nolan made that direction and that choice in post-production to make his voice the loudest thing that he had to make him more powerful villain. Yes, yes. But I just didn't care for it. That movie had so many problems.
There, I beat the level. Are you happy?
You got good, Rich. You did it.
Super Hawk. Super Hawk. Super Hawk. Don't get arty. Stop being arty. I don't like it when you're arty. You're a fun game. When you're arty, you're full of shit.
Major Tom Servo says, Jack, have you ever caught a shiny Pokemon? Major Tom Servo, in my many, many years and many, many playthroughs of Pokemon, I have encountered exactly one shiny Pokemon.
Wow!
And I was not able to catch it. I did not catch it. I know there are people that like farm for shiny Pokemon, and like there's a way that you can kind of game the game to get all the shiny Pokemon you want, and I've never done that. But I've only ever come across one shiny Pokemon, and I tried really hard to capture it and could not, and I felt very sad. It was not a Gyarados. What was it? It was a shiny I mean, it wasn't even a great Pokemon, but I would have kept it on my team the entire fucking game. It was not a shiny. What was it? Well, I can't even tell you what shiny it was. Like, it might have even been like a shiny Pikachu, you know. It was a simple Pokemon, or like a shiny Jigglypuff. It was a normal type, I think. But we're talking about Pokemons, yes.
Well, Jack is.
I'm talking about the Pokemons, and if I ever come across a shiny Pokemon, that Pokemon will be in my team the entire game, no matter what. It's been a long time since I've played a Pokemon game. I've been waiting for my new 3DS to play the new Pokemon game because I love Pokemon so much, and it hasn't come yet. Why aren't we streaming Pokemon? Because I don't have my new 3DS, which we will be able to stream the Pokemons.
Headshots don't matter.
No, you just need one shot to kill them no matter what, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're punching them.
Shoot them in the dick.
If you're hitting them with a weapon, one punch, one hit seems to do it.
Oh, okay. Chernobyl Kinsman, yes. Very randomly, you will get...
There. I did it. You happy?
No, I think you hit the wall.
Oh, I missed him because I went for a headshot.
Very randomly, you can come across Pokemon that look, you know, that are normal Pokemon but are a different color, and they are called shiny variants. And they're special because they're rare. I don't think they have, like, better stats. They don't do anything special. They just look different, and so they are rare. So everyone wants a shiny. It might be time to accept that they stole your 3DS. No, they're giving me the 3DS. I bought it from them. It might be time to realize that they stole my money. That could be. But they didn't steal my 3DS. I am going to email them again. Once I get home, I will email them again.
Out them.
Huh?
Out them. I think you have every right to out them at this point.
To out them?
Yeah, we have a stream.
I forget what their company name is. I will send them another email, and if I don't feel satisfied with their response, I will bitch about them on stream and on Twitter. This company that's probably doing something illegal by modifying 3DSs so I can stream them. I always use my Pokemon's original names. I like having their original names. I don't give them fun, fancy names. Which always pisses me off whenever I trade with someone and their Pokemon is named like Fido. It's like, no, that's not Fido. That's a Gyarados. The thing only speaks in its name, and I'm going to call it by the one thing it says. You know? If you came across an animal...
Well, it's a Gyarados named Fido.
Right, but
it's like naming a deer.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, my.
We getting arty again?
I think we're getting arty again. No, you cannot rename traded Pokemon. I do not want an Overwatch beta key. I want to wait until the game is done, and then I will play it. As you guys know, I don't... Good dog?
Yep.
Oh. The game's getting arty again.
Yep. Stop getting arty! I'm enjoying you when you're not full of shit!
I don't want an Overwatch beta key. I don't like, in general, I don't like playing a game before someone says it's done. I want to judge a game by the done game, not the, well, you know, we gotta tweak the graphics in this one, but, you know, some stuff's still broken. No, I don't want that. Wait till it's done, then I'll play it. I'm sure I will play Overwatch as soon as it's done. I've seen Stardew Valley. Rich has not. I think Rich would like it because I know he enjoys Harvest Moon, and I believe it is a farming sim. But it's probably not going to happen because Rich is playing XCOM 2 forever and ever. Amen.
Yeah.
Except for Rich has to take 5 hours out of XCOM 2 to play Firewatch for our next review. That's it. And he is not happy about that. He is not happy. I was like, Rich, we got to do the next episode. And Rich says, well, you mean I have to stop playing XCOM 2? I said, for 5 hours. That's all you got to do. Rune Factory makes Harvest Moon obsolete.
So then they get to silly things with monsters, and I think there might even be a shitty JRPG combat thing in there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I don't care.
I don't know. I've never heard of Rune Factory. I'm a slow gamer. I know some people have beat Firewatch, or have completed Firewatch in 3 hours or less, but I'm a very slow gamer. I'm a notoriously slow gamer, so it took me 5. Favorite customer says, I'm so drunk. Welcome to the stream. That's right. This game is called Supa Haut. And the gimmick is it's a first-person shooter, and time only moves when your character moves. It's Wiley H2O says this looks pretentious as fuck.
Sometimes, but the game itself really neat.
Yeah. It's almost like taking an action game and giving it a little turn-based-iness. But the only problem is every once in a while they tell you to stop playing the game so they can tell you, like, the man is watching you or whatever.
You don't have any real control. Yeah, no shit.
Any thoughts on the Suicide Squad film? They put out a decent trailer.
You know those lame DC villains we're talking about? Put them all in a movie together.
Okay, here's my idea for a villain that's totally not a ripoff of a Marvel villain. He has really good aim. Oh, wait. It's Deadshot. Deadshot's got really good aim. I don't know who came first, Deadshot or Bullseye.
Yeah, then you also have Green Arrow and Hawkeye. So come on.
Oh, yeah, you're right. There's a whole thing.
Can't reach the gun. Fuck me. This level sucks.
This seems difficult. Nice. Oh. Rich, for future reference, Harvest Moon is now called Story of Seasons. There was a legal thing between the publisher and developer, and the publisher now owns the name Harvest Moon and is making shitty knockoffs under the Harvest Moon name.
It's the first I've heard of it.
Oh, that's crazy. Don't forget Batman's greatest foe, Jai Courtney. I don't know what that means. It could be a fine movie. I like the premise. Bad guys, you know, basically the Expendables, right? Like that's the premise to the movie, is the Expendables. That's the premise to the comic. But who knows? A good trailer does not equal a good movie. Really? Deadshot came out in 1950, Bullseye 1976. Boom. DC wins this round. Isn't the premise of this game that you're a gamer hacker who broke into a big developer server to play a game before it's finished, thus making Jack's comments about betas very ironic? Rich, what's do you know the story of this game?
Something like that's what it seems like, yes.
Oh, okay, great.
The game is weird and supernatural. And
Ooh.
I'm really hating Elevator.
Oh, Jai Courtney plays the boomerang in Suicide Squad.
Oh.
There you go. I didn't even know. That's how little I have paid attention to the Suicide Squad. I didn't even know the boomerang was in it. I know the Croc and Harley Quinn and Deadshot. And that's all I knew. That's all I know. That's all I knew was in it. You know what? And I never saw Terminator Genesis, so I've never seen Jai Courtney act, I don't believe. I'll agree with that, Stryker. Suicide Squad does look more interesting than Batman vs. Superman. Probably because Zack Snyder isn't directing
What
it.
recent games do I not hate? XCOM 2?
That's a fine example.
But that doesn't count because it's not probably the kind of game he likes.
That doesn't count. Are you enjoying this game, Rich?
Yeah.
Oh, boom. Here's another recent game that Rich enjoyed. That doesn't count, though.
Because it's not the kind of game I like.
Kind of not the kind of game I like. How did you feel about Undertale?
All right.
All right. Whoa. Whose side are you guys on for Civil War? Team Cap or Team Iron Man?
I'll have to hear the details of their ideological differences.
If it's the same as the comics, Team Cap all the way.
Iron Man was right, though.
What?
He was right. He was totally right.
About what?
In Civil War. Totally right.
He had the right idea. He did not.
They framed him like a villain.
Because
But he was totally in the right.
because he did not execute his ideas correctly.
You can't have a bunch of costume weirdos with powerful enough to level cities running around. You can't.
Yeah, but you can't just round him up.
They framed him like a villain, but
Because he wanted to round it. He wanted to lock everyone up until they were approved by a committee. That's not how you run it. Agreed. People need training, but it also needs to be their choice. You can't prosecute people before they commit a crime.
Jack,
What?
being a vigilante is a crime.
But they're doing good.
It's a crime.
But they're doing good. The good outweighs the crime.
Society has determined that being a vigilante is a crime.
Team Cap all the way. If the movie follows,
And yeah, Civil War went full Gitmo.
yeah,
But still,
yeah, they did.
overall, Iron Man was right.
Iron Man had a correct idea. He executed it very poorly. But I'm Team Cap all the way. Super hot. Super hot. That's right. The main villain in Civil War was the writer. Oh God, did that fizzle out poorly?
Yeah.
What a fun idea. And then it just farted out of existence.
Stop being arty!
Oh my God, favorite customer, you're right. Batman is a fucking criminal.
Yes, he is. He's a criminal and a psychopath.
Haven't we?
Anybody who decides to go running around dressed like a bat punching criminals, he's not all there in the head.
And haven't we already discussed that, like, he can do so much more good as Bruce Wayne to reduce crime in
Yes.
Gotham City?
Yes.
Like, the Bruce Wayne in modern comics is a multi-gabazillionaire. A gabazillionaire. That's like multi-billion.
Batman is just a right-wing wet dream. He's a ultra-rich billionaire, handsome man who has all the women, and he goes out at night, blames the poor people for his problems, and punches them.
And instead of
throws them in jail.
Instead of creating jobs to help poor people, he punches them when they steal because they need to know better.
Create jobs and get rid of all that crime. Just dedicate yourself to Bruce Wayne full time.
Yeah. You could do so much more good for Gotham.
Fix Gotham's economy.
Yep. Hell,
You raise the wages. And
run for public office.
watch that crime decrease.
Yeah.
Rather than punching out a couple guys at night.
Oh my God, Batman is Trump. Yes.
Yes, Batman is Donald Trump.
Modern Batman is Donald Trump who punches people.
With less racism.
I've been seeing a slew of people like defending Trump and be like, you know what, he's not racist. It's like, didn't he call all Mexicans rapists? He did. He tweeted that. Doesn't he want to build a wall? That's crazy. He's crazy. He's a crazy man. Try again.
Okay. There, I just disconnected.
I see that.
Yeah.
Why?
I guess I was in control.
What?
I guess I was in control.
What had happened?
Oh, it was telling me I couldn't disconnect from the game, and my brain was there. And just try and disconnect. Just try. It worked.
You beat.
I beat the game.
Congrats! Wow.
Wow, that was really easy.
Rich, I didn't know we were doing a speed run tonight. Here it is.
Well,
the Superhot speed run. Rich,
well,
you beat it in only like what, an hour and a half?
it's a fun game, but it doesn't have its head up its ass. What are we gonna do now?
Oh, you're just done.
I'm just I beat it.
Do. You got it.
Well,
Anonymous, Rich, have you seen the tweets between John Boyega and EA? Is John Boyega the Black Stormtrooper?
yes.
And EA about...
He's Finn.
Huh?
He's Finn.
I don't remember names. And a Battlefront single-player narrative game. I assume not because... fun fact about Rich Evans.
I don't have a tweet.
One, he doesn't have a tweet. Two, he don't give no fucks about no Star Wars.
Minor fucks. Are they making a new Jedi Knight game? Oh no, it's fine. The originals are pretty good.
John Boyega says, will fans get a full-on offline story mode? It's more of an enjoyable way to learn controls. EA Star Wars says, have you had a chance to try the missions? Yeah, bought it. It was great, but definitely leaves you wanting to engage with the narrative. Can I visit your base in the UK? Waiting for a response.
It's much easier to not make a single-player campaign.
It's much
It's
easier.
4 maps. It's multiplayer.
I don't see any response from EA UK. So John Boyega, is John Boyega a writer? Or is he just an actor? Who cares? So John Boyega wanted a single player, and EA is like, we have quasi single player, and he's like, I didn't like it. Can I stop by? That's it. That's what it was.
It's fine.
And by the way, you know what they're gonna say? Fuck yeah, man! You're the dude in Star Wars. Come on.
I love this Rich Evans attitude towards Star Wars, which has created work for him. What am I supposed to pretend that I love the franchise more than life itself? Do you want me to lie? I don't hate it. I just don't really care that much. But I can pretend I masturbate to Princess Leia in her slave outfit, if that's what you really want.
It's almost as if, Rich, you are an actor and an entertainer, and you enjoy entertaining people.
It's almost as if I'm being honest.
Or you're
with
being
people.
honest. And so it's like as an actor and entertainer, you make these videos about like how much you fucking love Star Wars, and they're a little ridiculous, and people enjoy them. Lie for us. They're saying lie for us.
No. No.
No.
I can't pretend to give a fuck about, I don't know, Darth Vader or something.
Space wizards.
I really can't pretend to give a fuck about space wizards. I hate space wizards.
But what do you think about like?
I like space, but I hate wizards.
What about
Hence,
when-
I'm not that big on Star Wars.
What about when they use their magic? Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's great.
Isn't it great when the space wizards use your magic?
Do you remember V, the Final Battle? Or V, the original miniseries?
I never watched V the mini original.
Oh, God, that's some great science
We were
fiction.
just talking about that. I'm sorry.
That's some great fucking science fiction.
Yeah.
I was watching V the other day. I love V. I love V.
You enjoy hard, boring science fiction.
V dips its thumb into schlock, especially the sequel miniseries, The Final Battle,
Yeah.
which at the end, unfortunately, goes full schlock. But there's some just moments that are just great. Just great.
Okay. Rich, they're wondering if on Sunday we can get Rich alt tabbing between XCOM and FTL.
Alt tabbing?
Yeah. So here's your mission for the Sunday stream.
Mm-hmm.
Start up a game of FTL. Start up a game of XCOM. Whenever it's not your turn in XCOM, you have to go over to FTL, do a little bit, pause, go over to XCOM, do a little bit. It'll be like a chess master playing multiple games of chess.
I'm trying to figure out what the point is.
Huh?
I'm trying to figure out what the point is.
It's testing how well you can handle many different things.
If people think this would actually be interesting, I'm willing to give it a shot. But, all right. It just seems like a mess of two games as opposed to focusing on one.
Oh, and you know what? Maybe it is time. Maybe it's time for Police Quest 2. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Since we've done an old typey texty adventure game.
Yep. Now, for the record, I was loving Superhot,
Yes.
but I wasn't gonna let it get me with its artsy bullshit. So you can't turn me off, and I said, well, fuck you, I can. I'm a grown ass man.
That's true. That's true. It's tough.
You mean right now, Police Quest 2?
No, Sunday.
Oh, okay. You got everybody's hopes up, only to like kick them in the balls.
I said Sunday.
You said you know what it's time for, or something along those lines.
I might have phrased it.
You phrased it really poorly.
It's quite possible I phrased that poorly, but Sunday. Oh my God! Sunday, we can whip out the Police Quest. I think, unless Jay comes, and Jay won't do the voices with us.
Right.
So if Jay comes, we'll play something else.
The next non-J stream.
The next non-Jay stream will be Police Quest 2. Okay, I am Got. Would like to tip and say, play XCOM 2. Impoverished Evans. Nice. Says, I'm not doing too well at the moment. How can I be more rich like you?
Stop giving a fuck what other people think.
Caesarean Fart says, Rich. Oh, here, important question. Given how much you love Star Wars, what famous quote from the movie would you like engraved on your tombstone /urn /mausoleum /lifelike statue erected in your honor? LOL, fuck my cock, hack fraud. So a quote from the Star Wars that is on your tombstone.
Live long and prosper.
Nailed it. I think I'm gonna go. If I have to choose for my own, I'm gonna go with Obi-Wan Kenobi when he said "Nanu, Nanu."
How about the Wilhelm scream?
Just stepped all over the punchline.
I'm sorry.
All over the punchline. That was a Nanu. That was a Mork and Mindy joke. I was reaching even further back.
I wasn't even thinking.
Yeah.
It's just my brain, like a thing fired off my brain. Oh, wait.
The Wilhelm
The
scream?
Wilhelm scream, yeah.
You know what? In the future, I wonder if we could have audio messages on our tombstones. Can we do that now? Can you make it so if someone walks up to your tombstone, a little motion light goes off and plays it in audio? You guys bring Jay on to play the Mad Max game? Oh, Jay might like that.
I don't plan on having a tombstone.
Okay.
Just cremate.
Going
Cremate, do whatever with the ashes. It doesn't fucking matter to me at that point.
Cremate, huh?
Yeah. Why waste money on all that crap? Embalming for what? For what?
Well,
An hour for the funeral?
Well, you know what? I'm
A fancy-ass coffin that you can just shove under the ground forever?
not going embalming,
Yeah.
but I'm going in the ground.
Just cremate.
You know why?
For me, yeah.
Going in, I think too many of us are cremating. We need to go in the ground. Cycle of life, man.
Yeah.
Get all your shit decays and goes into the grass and trees and shit.
I don't give a shit. Fuck
That's cycle of life.
fuck the grass. Fuck the
That's
trees.
fucking cycle of life, man.
Fuck them. What do you think happens to the ashes?
You've burnt up all the nutrients. Nothing happens to the ashes.
Go somewhere.
No, they went into the fire. They're nothing. I've already said it so. No embalming and right into the ground in like a cardboard box.
You saw the thing where you wanted to be a tree.
There was a thing where you can be a tree?
They put you in some kind of sack with some kind of tree seed. And when the tree grows, it directly feeds off of you.
That's creepy as shit.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is
want
creepy.
that.
I thought maybe it was someone else I knew who saw that. I was like, oh, that sounds cool. I'm like, no, that's creepy.
That's creepy as shit. Now we're going to have monster trees. That's how you get haunted trees, man. That's all right. That's what I want, Fudu. Dig a hole and toss me in. That's all I need.
Devote your body to science. I am an organ donor.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's that.
Sure.
So if I'm really close to dying, then the doctors won't bother. I know somebody needs a heart. Just give it half effort.
It does say to resuscitate him, but that liver's looking mighty nice.
He doesn't seem to be doing much with it.
So
Look at him.
So you say you've never drank alcohol, huh? Beep, boop, 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 boop. What was I reading the other day? There's a country in it's like Korea or Japan. You can legally sell your organs.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Legally selling your organs?
If you're consenting to it,
Yeah. Oh no, I'm fine with it too. I just thought it was I saw the article and I was like, huh.
you can donate your kidney now, I think.
You can donate it, sure, but like, fuck donate it. You could sell that shit, man.
Sure.
Make some money.
Sure, that's fine.
Make some money.
Why would I have a problem with this? With a informed adult making a decision on what to do with their body.
I didn't say it was a problem. I was stating a fact.
Okay.
And I thought it was an interesting fact. No problem.
Should be legal. You know what else should be illegal?
Should be legal.
It should be legal.
What?
Prostitution.
World's oldest profession.
Is there a good reason it's illegal? For the record, I don't need a prostitute. For the record. I got propositioned once just walking down the street. It was so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you drive down the right street at night. They're out. I mean, not tonight. It's cold.
I was actually walking because I lived like a block away from like the store at the time.
Yeah.
So I was just walking.
No.
Hey, you want to have a good time? No, not really.
A good time?
I don't know what you have.
See, that's. By the way, I agree. Prostitution should be legal because then you can have a regulatory office saying, "Hey, let's just make sure nobody's got AIDS."
Yep.
Prostitution and every drug. You know what? I think like hippies now wuss out where they're like, pot should be legal, but not cocaine. Fuck it, man. Make it all legal. Let people deal with it themselves.
People can fuck themselves up with drugs. They can really fuck themselves up.
People can fuck themselves up with alcoholism.
Yes, I agree.
People can fuck themselves up with a car. Fuck it.
We tried getting rid of alcoholism. It doesn't work.
Exactly. End it all. Let people have at it. You know why? The people who like go crazy and like OD on coke and heroin, they're done. They're fine. They're gone. And it's like, great. Now they are no longer part of society. Let's go. Let's move on with our lives. Treat it like a public health threat like alcohol and tobacco. Exactly. Make sure that help is there for people who need it.
If drugs were made legal right now, Rich, would you do heroin? For one, even if I were a drug guy, no, because that shit's just stupid. Heroin never leads to good things.
Never.
Never. For another thing, there's things that are legal to do right now that I just don't, because I don't want to.
Like alcohol.
Like alcohol. Always been uncomfortable with the idea of something that's just going to alter your mindset. Horribly uncomfortable with that.
Robert Denby would like to say, oh, thank you, Mod, for getting rid of that. But Robert Denby would like to say, move on, please. You guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like that's ever stopped us before. Get out of town, Robert Denby. We don't give a fuck.
What don't we know we're talking about?
Who cares? I just wanted to point out that I'm not listening to you. Fuck you. But thank you, Mod, for getting rid of that. Cleaning up the chat. Oh, Robert Denby. Fuck you, guy. Okay. What time have we got here? 9?
Mm-hmm.
All right, great.
Yep.
Let's call it.
All right.
We have preparing for interview to do, so we're going to call it. That was a weird way to end it, just kind of talking about drugs and shit. But who cares? We're talking about whatever we want to talk about. Let's read the things with the stuff.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Read the things with the stuff.
What do we got? I'm going to go to the top here.
Go to the top here.
Frosty Snooze! 19 months in a row.
Oh, hold on. Anonymous makes a very salient point.
Mm-hmm.
How poor would you have to be, and in what dystopic world would you prostitute your bodies? Oh, and here's $2. Shake those joysticks. You know, I don't think the market is there for a gentleman who looks as good as me. So I just don't see that being a possibility.
I get money to not have sex with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You come up to go shake your money.
Oh, go away here. Take $5. Go. Get away from me.
Oh, bother.
Hey, Michael, 87, 18 months in a row.
I believe it's Amishel.
Amishel, we've gone through this before.
gone through this
Amishel,
many
87.
times before.
And I said, remember next time. And of course I didn't, because I'm Rich Evans, so I completely forgot. 18 months in a row.
Krob, my San Franciscan friend. Krob.
McCosnick.
Haps. Ooh, wait. Haps, man, 78.
I kind of like that. Yeah. Aku no Haha, 2015.
Try that again.
What? Aku no Haha.
Nope.
Hana.
There you go.
Okay. Aku no Hana, 2015.
Like a Kuna Matata. Aku no Hana. Aku no Hana.
I don't see it.
What a wonderful phrase.
I think you're reaching. Aku
no Hana.
It's in reach, but I think you're really stretching to get there.
Na. Xanost.
Midnight Andy.
No. That's definitely like
Midnight Andy.
either that, like either it's a late night DJ, like welcome to Smooth Jazz with Midnight Andy, or it's like the detective from an old radio serial. This week
with Midnight Andy.
he solves the peculiar case of the Peccadilly Piccolo.
A callback that only you will get. Who knows what lurks in the hearts of men? Midnight Andy does.
There you go.
There you go.
Caesarean fart.
Numinatus.
Gobbledygook. 19 months in a row.
Captain DC Universe Online himself.
It's free, you fucks.
After 70 donations, we'll do a free one.
We
Every
should probably play it. Like, he talks so highly of it.
I know. I'm still convinced he works for them.
He's spending their advertising budget on just us.
Yeah, I'm doing my job.
I have streamers talking about DC Online Universe.
He's trying to get fired. He's trying.
Oh, you want him to play it?
Where's all of our ad money going to? Yeah, it's Twitch channel. What? Ali Raza, just subscribe.
Hey,
fresh one,
welcome.
fresh meat.
I'll get to those. Spooky Dookie. 14 months in a row.
But you're glad when you get to say that one.
I love Spooky Dookie. It's because it's like poop. It's like a ghost poop. But it rhymes. It's like a ghost poop that rhymes, so it's Spooky Dookie. It does. It fills me with joy.
Lucas Dukas.
Things that rhyme. The Dude. 1944. 14 months in a row. You know, I had a conversation with a dude once. Sometimes a bar eats you. Sometimes you eat the bar. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just thinking about Gobbledygooks and DC Online and how we were just tearing apart DC villains for like an hour.
Just sweating at his office.
Yeah.
Paying for us to talk about DC Online Universe. Oh, God, they think all the villains suck. Oh, my God, all the villains suck. Ah, jeez Christ.
We have to play it now. Now we're horrible assholes.
It's free. We should.
It's free, you fucks.
Free, you know. What do we leave
The
off?
Dude.
The Dude, yeah, the Dude. Yeah.
Did you say that one?
I said that one, yeah.
Rich Reed Stardust. 14 months in a row. We scroll.
Oh, you moved it. You moved it.
A horrible glory.
What a horrible glory. Doesn't that sound like the end of an epic novel?
Yes.
And it was then that I found myself the horrible glory.
The end of that.
16 months in a row!
The end of that epic novel, Space Cowboys.
Space Cowboys.
Yeah, it ends. The last line of that novel is a horrible glory. Just picturing I'm just trying to pick like the schlockiest thing I could think of.
Cowboys.
Space Cowboys.
And so we saddled up our laser ponies and rode off into the stardust. What a horrible glory.
Space Camo. 18 months in a row.
Hero Young. Okay. Heroyug.
Handsome Rob. Right?
Welcome, Handsome Rob.
Welcome.
Questionable pro tip. Well, first of all, that's a great name.
That's us in a nutshell, isn't it?
Welcome, questionable pro tip.
Grumba. 18 months in a row.
All aboard the pizza train 11. 13 months in a row.
Brings knives to gunfights. 19 months in a row.
Oh, look what we got here. We got ourselves a little piss boy. Welcome, Piss Boy.
Is that a History of the World Part 1 reference? Did you ever see that?
Yeah,
it's a great Mel Brooks movie.
I don't remember anything specific about
Harvey Korman saying, "Come here, piss boy," and he comes over because he's the higher society guy, and the boy comes over with the boy. Yeah.
Could be. Piss. I took it as like a British get over here, piss boy.
No, that's high society. Piss boy. Oh, piss boy.
Oh, sure.
Master Kenobi 007. 21 fucking months in a row.
Fuck, man. And Sir Hillary Manfat. 15 months in a row.
From now on, should everything over 20 get a fucking in front of it?
Absolutely.
21 fucking months in a row.
Absolutely. Thank you all for subscribing. We really appreciate it. Also, there's a couple tips that we got, but I wanted to finish reading those subscribers. Joe79 says, when are you two going to do the stream dressed as clowns?
Never. I hate clowns so much.
Well, then I will.
Oh God, I'll be. You'll notice me. My body language. I wasn't even thinking about it.
Yep.
I'll just be a little bit further away.
It'll maybe like a Halloween stream. I'll be a clown, and instead of talking, I'll just like honk my horn.
Oh God.
One more. I wouldn't.
I'm glad you said that. I almost hit end.
You're gonna be happy that we saved this one. Anonymous would like us to know that they wouldn't want to have sex with us either. LOL. Don't fuck my cock. So I'm glad you waited for that.
Fair enough.